Yo, it's Wolf, man. I'm back on my finance channel again. This is not a complaint video. This is just another reminder, okay? A reminder that you need to make the money work for you and stop only trading your time, which is extremely valuable, for something that is essentially fake, to be honest with you. Because if you live in the US, you may or may not know our currency, our dollar bills, are actually a fiat currency. Yes, it's a fiat currency, meaning it's fake. It's not even backed by gold anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nixon took it off the gold standard, nigga, decades ago. You feel me? So the money holds no value. The Federal Reserve is actually printing money every day. They're printing trillions of dollars, and then we're going more and more and more into debt as a nation. And really, the central banks could actually foreclose the entire nation. The entire nation. Yo, there's a freaking car on the side of the freeway, yo. It's not even raining bad. How the fuck that happened? Anyways, like, that mug actually went off the side of the freeway. Somebody spun out. But yeah, I don't know how that happened again. Like, it's not, I mean, it's raining, but it ain't nothing crazy out here at all. It's just sprinkling. It's off topic, but kind of not, since it's right in front of me. Anyways, so again, this is just a reminder. Y'all gotta make the money work for you, because when you sleep, nigga, you're not making no money. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? If you're not making any money in your sleep, what are you doing, bro? These jobs don't give a fuck about you, bro. What are you really doing? Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, bro. I'm running late to work right now as I speak. And, like, I've reached a point where I'm just like, shit, nigga. Like, if I'm late, I'm late. I ain't about to be stressing over it. Like, if I'm late, I'm late, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to drop my baby off, take care of some shit. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But, like, these jobs, bro, these jobs want you to go and above and beyond for them. You know what I'm saying? So what's being late, you know, a couple times? You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's certain corporations that will actually keep track of that shit, and they got a point system. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of corporations out there that's got a point system. They're keeping track of all your tardiness and, you know, things like that. Your call offs. They put you on a quote unquote like shit list or whatever the fuck, where you could potentially be losing your job very soon if they feel like letting people go because you're on that list now. You know what I'm saying? Because you called off one time, or because you was late a few times to work. Even though you a good worker, it don't matter, because they got to go by the policy. That's another thing too. These jobs that have strict attendance policies with no human override is retarded. Like, okay, so you mean to tell me somebody can be late for work? Yo, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, legit, I'm in the fast lane and I'm doing under 70. What the fuck going on? Why am I doing under 70 in the fast lane? I'm already running late for work. Fuck it. Again, like, if I ain't about to be stressing over nothing that's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be stressing over that shit. But again, man, like, what are you really doing though? If you ain't making no money in your sleep, if you have no passive income, you only trade your time for money. That's goofy. That's goofy. But back to what I was saying though about the point system with the attendance system and things like that, right? Like with the attendance policy. The corporations out there that have strict attendance policies where you get points, and then, like, let's say you was late 4 times or whatever, they give you a final warning, and they're like, all right, if you late one more time, we gotta let you go. Whoop-de-whoop, blah blah. Even though you a good worker, even though you applied for a job that said you was gonna be doing ABC, but when you got there on your orientation and in your second day, they got you shit. Your whole first week, they got you doing X, Y, and Z. They got you doing shit that's outside of your job description. It don't matter. If you come to work late, they're gonna keep track of that shit, right? And they are going to fire you if it reaches a certain point. And I'm just talking about the strict attendance policies. There's jobs out there that have very lenient attendance policies, And so if you get fired from that job for your attendance, then that's just completely on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking specifically about the jobs with strict attendance policies, right? Now, there are jobs out there that with these strict attendance policies, again, that have no human override, meaning that if you are on like your last strike, right? There is nobody that can go in the system and change something. There's nobody that can give you a pass. Like, you're late, you're fired, because it's done by AI. It's done by the system. Yeah, a human being may pull you into a meeting room or pull you aside, wherever the fuck, and have a conversation with you, let you know, like, hey, we gotta let you go. We'll do it, blah, blah, yada, yada. But it wasn't the human's decision to let you go. That's the company's policy. And so they got an AI system in place to keep track of all that shit and initiate things for them, right? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. So now you see where we're going with this, right? They're gonna be getting rid of management roles with AI. Why the fuck you need a human being to be managing a store when you can just have a robot managing that shit? Nigga, that, like, you know what I'm saying? To the corporation, that just makes sense. More money for them, less headaches for them, because they don't have to pay a human being that can call off, that can, you know, become pregnant or something, that can have health issues, an attitude, arrive late to work. They don't got to worry about all that. So they like, well, shit, we got all this money, we might as well invest into AI systems, right? That way, we save money by not having to pay this person or that person, right? X amount of dollars every single hour if you're not on salary, right? And we can just basically run our stores or run this whole operation remotely from the crib or from their office or wherever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? The associates, they just show up, clock in, do their job. Nigga, why do you need a human manager, right? Like, I'm just telling you how they thinking, right? That's where shit's going. When I was working in the Amazon warehouse, what I noticed was that there were good workers being laid off. There were good workers being let go, right? And then there was a lot of, this is weird, like there was a lot of people that just did not work. Like they barely did anything, or they did the bare minimum, like just to get by, you know what I'm saying? Which is okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting paid by the hour, you're not getting paid by the productivity, like do whatever the fuck you want to do, but like that's not my problem, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not affecting my work, I don't care. But they would let them people stay. Like, I don't know, it was weird. And then another thing I noticed was that, like, they were starting to implement AI more and more into our operations. Like, I remember when I was working at the Amazon warehouse, I could just clock in and then just go straight to work. Like, I don't gotta go speak to a manager. I don't have to speak to anybody to see where I'm assigned or anything like that. Simply just pull up, clock in, and then I start working because I already know what my job is. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I do every day when I was working there, right? But then all of a sudden I come in on a shift and my scanner is telling me that I can no longer do the job that I'm currently doing, and I need to go over to like another department and do this job, whatever the fuck, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? The heck? Like, it's never done that before. Like, you know, typically you would just simply be doing your job, and then, like, if there's nothing to do, if you've done everything you can in your position, then you would just simply, you know, go to the little settings on the scanner and just toggle over to another department and help out over there. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't do that all of a sudden. Like, you couldn't manually do that. Like, if you got done with your work and then you wanted to go work somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just be standing around doing nothing on a long ass 12-hour shift. Like, your shift gonna go by slow, so you want to stay working. You couldn't even do that, bro. The scanner would tell you, you need to go speak to a manager, or, you know, you need to go speak to a supervisor or somebody to ask for permission to go over there to help out with this thing or whatever. But originally you didn't have to do that. You could just simply go help this water spider out, or go help this palletizer out, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro. Like, now you gotta go Now you got to go to a manager or or somebody to then go ask for permission because the AI then blocked you out the thing to manually make decisions for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even want you, bro. I was actually rewarded for being in the top 5 productivity. I don't know if it was in like just my department or the building, but I was actually given like it was just like a little certificate, like a little written reward saying congratulations for being in the top 5 percentile for productivity, some shit like that, right? Some bullshit, some hot bullshit, right? But I took it, right? And I'm like, shit, I can use this as leverage. I can use it on my LinkedIn profile, you know, link it there, and then, you know, people can see that I'm actually a good worker type shit, right? And I don't do it for the corporations. I don't do it to like work my way up the ladder or whatever. Because at the place I was working, I didn't want to work up the ladder. I didn't want to be in a management role at all. I was just a good worker because that made the time go by faster. To be honest with you, I just was working hard because that's what made the time go by fast. And I didn't like do the extremes, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go like above and beyond doing other people's work and stuff like no, I was doing my job, but I was doing it very efficiently. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get into any drama. I stayed to myself. I had my earbuds in the whole time I'd be at work, and I just be working, listening to podcasts, listening to videos, listening to music, you know, and I'm getting through the shifts, you know what I'm saying? And it's really therapy, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Being alone for 12 hours at a shift with just your headphones and you just in your head, and you learning a lot listening to these podcasts, and you learning a lot listening to these interviews and these audio books and things like that. But it ain't even worth it, man. Like at the end of the day, because like I took some, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely took a physical and a mental hit working at that job, and I wasn't even there for that long, to be honest, man. And I'm young too, so it's good for the, you know, it's good for some money, like some quick money, because it's weekly pay, and Amazon typically pays a little more than, you know, other people, but it's still not it's still not how do I say it? It's still not a reasonable wage, man. Like I don't know like what the fuck Amazon got going on. They're making record profits every year, but yet they giving these little like these measly raises, bro. Like they giving out raises like every year or every other year or so, but it's like very, very little wages. I mean raises. Like it's not nothing crazy, bro. It's nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better than no raise. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not. It's better than no raise at all. But I'm gonna tell you, man, somebody who's worked in the warehouses, bro, and I've worked at different warehouses. I've worked at a fulfillment center. I've worked at a fulfillment center and also a sort center. It's not the pay, man. It ain't worth it, man. For the work that they want you to do, it's not worth it, man. They need to be paying a little bit more. I ain't asking for like 30 an hour, nothing like that. But y'all, Amazon, I feel like, at least in Michigan, I live in Michigan. I don't know like what the markets is, like what the economy is like and everything in other states and stuff. But at least in Michigan, I feel like, bro, as somebody who pay rent here, live here, you know, like I would know, you know what I'm saying? As somebody who lives in Michigan, works in Michigan, pays bills in Michigan, right? Amazon, man, shit, not even just Amazon, really any job like Amazon, any physically demanding job, right? Any very physically demanding job for a major corporation that's making record profits, yeah, y'all need to be paying niggas at least 26 an hour, something like that, man. I'm not joking. Y'all gotta remember too, like there's taxes, you feel me? There's taxes, bro. Taxes too, but yeah, I just pulled up to work, man, so I'm gonna have to chop it up with y'all boys later, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Well, not just y'all boys, but ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace. I'm out, man. Stay safe, for real. Love y'all. I'm out.